streaming. I'm actually 100% confident that I'm gonna echo back at myself this time because I was in such a rush to get this stream open that I didn't take the precautions necessary. Oh no, I'm not. That's very lucky. Yeah, we're playing Donkey Kong Country on the Switch version because I'm not going to hook up a Super Nintendo to my computer, even if I could find one. The game's worth playing, but we're not gonna like. Great game. Love Monkey game. That was weird. Oh, okay. So I have played this before, and the reason I wanted to play it is because the game's not too long, and I think that we could probably beat the whole game on stream. Like, in one stream maybe. Also, it's a great game, and has a lot of things worth talking about. But I should probably like start the game at some point. Oh. You know, it makes sense that it only lets me select one player. Sorry, am I a bit out of it? It's because, like, I woke up 2 minutes ago at, like, around 6:30 and was, like, really waffling about whether to start the stream or not. And I was like, alright, fuck it. I should, like, I said I was going to stream today, and so I should. So, yes, we do be streaming. Oh, fuck my bananas! So, yeah, I think for most people this will be a pretty familiar sight. Those bananas respawn? Anyway. As a game, Donkey Kong Country is kind of iconic. It's... Well, I'm not used to playing this on the Switch. When I first played this, I played this on the, Wii Virtual Console. As a kid, I had a fair amount of Virtual Console games when I had a Wii. I still have the Wii, but it's very decrepit. I'm not sure it would still run anymore if I tried playing it. And I did beat it. And if there's anything that makes me feel confident about beating a game on stream, it's beating it before. But also, just like, Donkey Kong Country as a series is very... It's very appreciated by the people who like it, but I feel as though generally it's underappreciated because, you know, I don't know. I think it's like one of those things where it's like, it's a very wonderful series. It has great music. It has very creative ideas. It's a lot of fun. It's very cartoony. But I think it's undercut a little bit by the fact that, Monkey. It's like, it's legitimately a series where the basic premise of you're a big, stupid ape, kind of deeply undercuts the majesty and beauty of this series a little bit. Like, when this game came out, it was really heralded as, like, a pioneer for, like, its graphical, for like what it did for graphics for the Super Nintendo, its musical fidelity, the gameplay, etc. But ultimately, I think in retrospect most people just remember it because monkey. I'll shower you in coconut cream pies. And by today's standard, it does look a little jank. But I think for the time it was very it looked spectacular. And it is super interesting to think about, like, the way that the technology was used. The way that Donkey Kong achieved its very unique graphical style for the Super Nintendo was, like, they rendered, the people at Rare who made this game, rendered out, the models for, like, Donkey Kong and several of the patterns in a 3D program first. Like a 3D modeling program. And then basically bit crushed them into sprites for purposes in the game. And that's very fascinating how they managed to do that. That's a bottomless hole. Sorry, I have like Rayman brain right now where I'm checking every possible exit for secrets. That being said, we're not going to find all the secrets in this game. The only goal I think we're going to go for is completing it. But I think that's a very fascinating thing to think about, like taking a image from a separate program and then bit crushing it into a sprite or something that the console can actually handle. Because like I know that they did something very similar with Mortal Kombat, where they took real-life video footage of actors like doing stunts, and in order to digitize it for use in the game. And in a way they kind of used a similar process here, only instead of using photographs they used 3D rendered models. So in a way, this game isn't 3D, but it creates the illusion of being 3D because it technically started as 3D, but everything here is a sprite. A sprite that originates from 3D. Also, it needs to be remarked that David Wise and the associated music producers of this series are great. Something that really sells Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze as a game title, I got baited, is that David Wise returned to that game as the composer, and you can super tell. The music in that game is so good compared to other games in the series. Because, I don't know, the music in this game is really great. I think, like, Donkey Kong Country, especially the first two, were like kind of this perfect storm of like a lot of talented people working together. And it's kind of weird to think about because Rare as a company were like not especially noteworthy before this game. Well, not to say they weren't like necessarily talented or anything, but like they didn't necessarily have any huge name brand titles. I think Nintendo kind of like took a shot on a company that had made some decent titles before, but weren't necessarily known for anything. Rare weren't like a big title-holding company, they were more freelance, I think. It's sort of like how Bethesda, before they made like the Elder Scrolls, I think their first game was a football title. I guess everybody starts somewhere. And that's interesting to think about. That like, even the big name companies of today all started somewhere. One thing that's interesting is like each of the Kongs have like their own individual mechanics. Like Donkey Kong's a bit heavier, so he can defeat certain enemies easier. I wonder if there's a way to adjust the... I can create save states, but I don't need to do that yet. If at all. Hopefully I won't ever have to do that. I'm just wondering if, like, there's a way to... if there's just a way to, like, I don't know, change the border or something. You wouldn't know a good game if you were in it. It's wild to think, like, this is the kind of criticism that was occurring in, like, 1990 or something, whenever this game came out. Like, Rare was already making a joke about like disgruntled old gamers complaining that like new games were too easy or something in the 90s. Like it's very it has a lot of foresight to know that like in the future there's going to be a lot of crusty old there's going to be a lot of old gamers who kind of complain that newer games are too easy or something like that. I'm pretty sure it's just a mild joke, but it's like oddly I'm blanking on the word, like, so I'll just say it has a lot of foresight again. Prescient? Precocious? That's probably not it. Oh, the music in this game is great. I remember when I was learning to play music for some of my various instruments, I went to this website called like Inten Sheet Music, which has like sheet music for Nintendo music, and I took a ton of sheet music from this game and would like play it on my flute at home and stuff like that, because like a lot of it's very simple, but it's also very catchy. I remember playing the bonus room music on my flute and like the theme song for Cranky Shack on my flute. I remember one time when I was in high school, I was playing Cranky's theme because something I used to do was I would bring my flute to school and like playing it during like our lunch break because I was a dork. And like one time this kid came up to me and was like, "Hey, I see you're playing the flute," and he was goofing around. I think he wanted to like make a joke for his friends or something. So he was like, "Hey, can I dance to your flute?" I was like, "Alright." So I played Cranky's theme, and he danced for it like he was like a weird medieval like bard or something. And his friends were like laughing in the background. And I know he was kind of like making fun of me a little bit, but I don't know. It was fun in its way. I couldn't feel bad about it. Like. Every time I play a game like this that like has a profound impact on like the general I guess like gaming industry and the way the games are made now, I always feel like I underplay it or just kind of play through it and don't have anything, or like I kind of like don't say everything I need to say or something like that. Like, I feel like there's always more I could have said, or like, I don't really, I don't know, appreciate the game for what it is, or something. We kind of just wander through it, talk a bunch of garbage, make a bunch of weird jokes, and that's the end of that. Ooh! I'm trying to switch. Alright. Like, because, I don't know, when it comes to game analysis, I'm always, like, more of a plot-detailed kind of person. I specifically design my videos to be more about the plot of the game, rather than, like, the game design. Because while I think the game design can be very interesting, I also feel as though a lot of other people talk about that in excess, and also it's not my forte. I kind of like stories and stuff like that, as opposed to con. Should I go back? I don't think there's anything preventing me from going back. Normally I wouldn't do... Oh, that's easy. And I guess it's generally, like, it's very... I don't know. I'm kind of getting to an age where, like, a lot of my memories are becoming blurs. Like, I could talk about how I used to like playing this a lot as a kid and how I'm so nostalgic for it, but even though that's true, I don't know what else to say about it. Like, it's like, because to me it's kind of just a weird, distant memory now. It's kind of an ingrained part of my life. I had this difficulty when trying to make a video about RuneScape, in particular, because, like, it had become such an ingrained part of my life that talking about it felt redundant, in a way. Like, imagine, like, you know, living with, like, a sibling or something like that, where, you can talk about it, but it feels so natural to you to know everything about that sibling because you've lived with them for so long, that it feels like trying to explain what that person is like to somebody else feels almost, like, tiresome. In the same regard, it's kind of like, well, I've already been through this. I've played through Donkey Kong Country before. But do I need to explain it? I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Anyway, we're not going to do anything at Funky's Flight. It's just the music is really cool. Oh yeah! Okay. And we're gonna fly right back to where we were. Okay. Sometimes there's stuff up there, I swear. But I'm waiting for the gremlins that go like, "Argh!" This game has, like, really weirdly iconic sound design, where, like, alright. Well, this game has, like, iconic sound design because between, like, the sounds that gremlins make when you land on them. The sound of Donkey Kong, like, screaming. What I always remember is, like, the sound of Donkey Kong getting hit going like, ooh! It's like, I remember that. And I always think of it whenever I stub my toe or something like that. I consistently think of that. I kind of just imagine myself going, ooh, and then, like, the whole world freeze frames for a second. So I guess you can just skip that whole section. Yeah, skip that whole section by doing that. I was kind of, like, just looking for the O. I was worried I missed it by jumping over that. But I suppose it would be a little scummy to give you a shortcut that skips over bonus stuff. That's one thing I like about the first game, as opposed to, like, the second one. The second game, they give you, like, a lot of bonus, like, bonus collectibles and stuff like that you gotta find to get the true ending and stuff like that. In this game, it's more like, no, just get the bananas. Get the letters. And it's like, okay, I can understand that. Again, I don't think we're gonna 100% this game, but, like, it's good for my stupid brain. Good for my 8 brain. The first game I ever played... Oh, shoot. I don't know. I had the weirdest feeling right now. I don't hear my own mic, echoed back at me, but I feel like I just peeked through my own mouth. That was an extremely weird experience. Anyway, one of the first games I ever played, growing up was Donkey Kong 64, and I think generally speaking that game has received a, like, negative reputation over the years for being kind of a collectathon. But to me, that game was just kind of magical for, like, the ability to have a game that you could, like, just have a game where the idea of pressing a button and then something changes on screen was such a magical concept at that time for me that that's kind of all I needed. Like, I was very much... What I didn't know at the time, for instance, was that when I was playing Donkey Kong 64, I wasn't even playing the game, I was just running around the map, mostly. Candy Save Point is pretty useful. It's a pretty generous save system. You have save points rather than save states, but they're pretty frequent, or frequent enough. So I was basically just running around the map. It's another iconic sound design. Where does he get all these bananas from? What is this, Guatemala? Like... This game isn't as hard as I remember it. But ostensibly, I was just walking around the map. But just the very idea of, like, being able to change something on the screen was kind of the magic. Now I don't feel anything ever, so I may consider that. Now I'm completely dead inside. But it's the memories that count, right? Froggy, Alright, we gotta be careful here, because to get this barrel we gotta... Woo! Nice! Richer. It's also kind of hitting me how, like, short these levels are. I wonder if they had to be kind of short, because, like, the memory being taken up by all these sprites and stuff are kind of big. Like, if you don't like this game, you are an idiot. What, it was like Gaming in the Clinton years or something said this about this game. Like, ugh, I can tell this game was made for, like, very low resolution televisions, because, like, I can tell that these things say, like, entrance, mine, and caves, but on my higher resolution monitor, they're barely legible. Yeah, I can read them on, like, the preview screen for the stream on, like, my other monitor, but I cannot read them at all. I can barely read them for, like, on the other monitor. Interesting note, when you complete a level, in addition to showing you the big Donkey Kong head to indicate you finished it, it'll also have, like, a exclamation point next to the name of the level to tell you that you've done it. I don't know if it's to indicate that you've gotten all the collectibles or not, or if that's just to tell you you've finished it. Minecart. Minecarts will become a reoccurring theme in this series. I kind of thought that I would just fall onto the tracks. I guess that proves that I'm not thinking like a game developer here. Woo! Oh, I fell on the tracks that time. Oh man, I missed it. Do I go back? If this was like a Rayman situation, I would like 100% go back. I'd kill myself right now, but no. Alright, never mind, we're going back. I don't know how to describe it, but like, I've always felt that like having Diddy in the front of the cart feels more balanced than having Donkey Kong in the front of the cart. They do seem kind of scrunched up together, though. They had some pretty elaborate minecart sections in Donkey Kong 64. Some real road rage type stuff. Woo! I have no idea if I got all the letters or not. I legitimately was not paying attention towards the latter half of that level. Bouncy Bonanza! Yeah, we gotta take the tires. See, this game's about industrialization, and its consequences on the ape race. Alright, I should have anticipated that. I don't know. Some people say older games are harder, but I think in their way they are. But, I don't know, I feel like older games aren't always harder, I feel like they're just more inconvenient. Like, they lack the quality of life features that modern games have. Like, in a sense, this game doesn't feel much harder than, like, I think that, like, Celeste is probably a lot harder than this game. It's just that Celeste lets you restart every time, like, exactly from where you die. So it's not, like, it's more just inconvenient than it is difficult, I would say. Like, I'd also argue that, like, there's just a general lack of, Celeste has more movement options or something like that. Oh, that's the bonus room. You just get the frog. Alright. Kind of weird to see him just stay inanimate, just stay in that frame while he's in the midair. Well, that made no sense. And I do demand sense from my cartoon animal game, from my cartoon animal hijinks shenanigans game. Where does Donkey Kong keep all those bananas? What is he? Fucking Guatemala? Why does the frog hit the bees from the downside? Tune in next week for Angry Gamers. If you don't like this game, you're an idiot. Oh, I gotta push it. Push it, push it. I do remember this part a little bit. I remember most of the first game, some of the second game, and I never played the third game. I never completed the second game, but I did play some of it. Also on the Virtual Console. I do remember getting pretty close. I definitely was not close to 100%ing the second game, though. In the second game, they were like, let's add a bunch of stuff, like a bunch of coins and, like, tokens and stuff like that. Stop and go station. Source of anxiety for many a child, from my understanding. I remember I remember it being more kind of just obnoxious for me. Like, these little Kremlings always looked a little claymation-ish to me. Though this whole game kind of resembles claymation if you look at it hard enough. Hope you don't have epilepsy in the audience. You know, like me. Whoops! Don't worry. The game's pretty generous with the lives. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is like ridiculously generous with the lives later in the game. I think it might be to compensate for the fact that that game's kind of hard. Like the game's kind of hard, and they were like, before they introduced the funny funky mode, which is basically to play the game on baby easy mode, they were like, how do we make it so this game is beatable? And it's like, alright, just give them 80,000 lives, and it's like, alright, fair enough. It's like... Hold on. Yeah, so it's a bug and a feature. If you jump immediately after doing a roll, you can jump despite there being no platform. And that's kind of what the game's trying to teach you there, I think. And by teach, I mean, like, if you know to do it, you can do it. Like, it becomes a reoccurring feature of the series. I would argue it's weird that it exists. Kong Air. I'm seeing where the anxiety comes in. Woo! Well, I think there's only one other level in the game like that, so no biggie. Ooh, dodge the kiss. Pro strats. Okay. Monkey's Flights. Millstone Mayhem. Everything's coming up Millstone. Oh lord, he dead. Hold on. There it is! Oh! My favorite. Such good sound design in this game. We really undervalue how, I think... We really undervalue, how a good sound effect can affect people. It can just stick in people's heads. Like... I missed the K. Well, if we're gonna get hit, we might as well take advantage of the iframes. This game does have some bonus shenanigans where you need to get like 3 items of like a particular animal to unlock a bonus room so you can collect the bot of stuff, and you get that by collecting letters in a bonus room. Man, if there's one thing that Rare really liked, it's randomly collecting a bunch of stuff. It's like... No wonder the purpose of this game is to retain a banana horde. I imagine the like inside of Rare Studios in the 90s, it was just like a complete hoarder's house. You went in there and there'd be like it would be like a regular fire hazard. Rare has a problem with collecting, I think. What? Secret area. You can't defeat those guys as Diddy Kong. They're too big. Unless you have the TNT barrel. But I'm not gonna carry that with me up the hill and get millhoused. Millstoned? What? Yeah. Alright. Fine. Well, that was fortunate. Whoops. Alright. Well, that's okay, we'll just do it again. It's still hot in my room, but it's less hot than it was before. Because it rained today. It's very weird to see. Now, Diddy looks a lot better at a distance. Everything in this game looks a lot better from a distance. Like, on a showroom floor, I imagine this game looks great. But when you look at it up close, it's like, wow, these 3D models are very bit crushed. You lose a lot of quality when, Woo! Okay. Oh, slay me. Oh, nuts. At least we found our guy. It's kind of nice that you can get, like, your vehicle friend back. So long as you are able to corral them. Whoop. Alright, one of these days. Yeah, I think those bananas are specifically if you manage to retain the frog the entire time. And I ain't gonna do that. I didn't do that. Neck these nuts! Neck these nuts! Well, that's a little unfair, isn't it? Nuts. He really is all neck. He's just the he's really a vulture culture. I sure hope the vultures here aren't happy that I have effectively destroyed the largest of their kind. It would be like if aliens came down and killed, like, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson or something. Bad first impression. For sure. This is also a good song. Not the bonus room theme, the one before that. Ostrich! I don't know if I ever play the ostrich in this entire game. I'm sure there's a place you can unlock the ostrich as, like, a companion, but I've never seen it. Like... which is a shame, because it looks good in this game, like... kinda interested what you would use it for. Also, ostrich is all neck. I hope you like today's thumbnail. It's extra cursed. I've been trying to do silhouette thumbnails, and what I did was I took the sprite directly from Donkey Kong jumping in this game. Whoops, I thought I had to jump on the second guy, but nope. I took the sprite directly from Donkey Kong jumping in this game, and the problem with tracing around a sprite of a incredibly bit crushed sprite is that you're taking something that's already kind of malformed and making it even more malformed, so you end up with something very weird looking. I personally kind of liked it. I kind of like how cursed it is. On the other hand, it doesn't look like this game. At a distance, it looks interesting. Up close, it looks very cursed. Woo! Double feature. Barbie and Oppenheimer. That's a current topical reference, right? This one's a bit of a challenge. You have to jump and get the bananas and not get your toes bitten off by the hungry foot fetishists. Yay! They're gonna make me work for this. Bum bum bum. You know, this would be a really easy time to make a joke about, like, damn girl, you got a lot of nuts in your throat. And I guess by saying that, I just have bold of me to claim that I have artistic standards. so clearly it wants me to jump from there. Alright. Excuse me, I was thinking. It's very hard for me. Alright, I roll into him? I can, okay. Well, what am I supposed to use that for? I missed the end somewhere. I guess it's not that important. I thought I had it. I thought I had played this game like a fiddle. Like, oh, I know. I'll jump on the guy's head, and that'll give me enough elevation. No? Maybe that is what you're supposed to do, but I just, like, boned it. I think the barrel motif largely comes from, like, the fact that they were working on this game from scratch, and, like, they were, like, trying to conjure ideas from the original Donkey Kong arcade game. And they were kind of just trying to think of anything they could to be like, what do we put in this Donkey Kong game? Right? And they must have thought like, oh, barrels. And that ended up becoming a central motif to the theory. The theories. Rabbit! Damn it. Alright. That's fine. It's not really fine. It's not really fine. I will commit seppuku later. I was looking up images for Donkey Kong today, for the thumbnail, and like, I read that Donkey Kong's roll attack has an official wiki page, and it's like, on like the Mario wiki, and it's like, why? Who took time to write this? It's like... Okay, well maybe... I guess I'll get another chance at getting the end, but maybe I should, like, maybe try focusing on surviving first. I swear, like, it's... Alright. That's really hard. It never shoots straight up. Oh, thank goodness, it shot me back. I was worried I would have to do it again. No! Alright. I guess that worry was well founded. In theory, if I keep doing this, I might just be able to continue earning, free one-ups. And it will never matter. And that was the thing with old platformers. If you were just good enough, you could just continue to play because you could, keep getting one-ups. I suppose if you knew the infinite one-up trick in Mario, there was no obstacle unconquerable. I can still get it. Not that it matters because of, you know, COG, but, it's the thought that counts, really. Now, I believe we can actually use Funky's Flights to get to a save point if we really wanted to. I have 20 lives, so I'm not scared. I'm not scared. Donkey Kong's climbing animation has always felt weird to me. I don't think it looks suggestive or anything, it just, it looks odd. Oh, there's gotta be a way to... There's gotta be some way to fuck it. Well, that was fortunate. Directly solved the problem that I myself created. Seems we are learning the ropes today. Why would you do this to me? on this, the day of my sister's 15th quinceañera. She's had a lot of them. How could you? How could you? I can't believe it. He did it again. I learned nothing. How dare you? This is your fault. You know, sometimes I get scared of AI. Not because, like... I don't think AI will take over the world. I think they're a little too underdeveloped right now. On the other hand, clearly I'm losing to them. So maybe I'm the one who's underdeveloped. So maybe there's right to be scared. Also I have a ground slap move. It's not useful most of the time. Apparently this is one of the features Shigeru added. Or suggested. Cool, Shiggy. Cool, Shigeru. It's nice. I don't know what its purpose is, though. Yes, it's kind of fun. Have you ever wanted to be chased by a rodent in a hamster wheel? Boy, do I have the game for you. And he hard locks you. He soft locks you. If you don't make it in time. I never knew that. Or maybe I did. It's just been so long since I've played this. Maybe there was a time when I knew. I mean, there was a time when I knew pre-calc. That's wild to think about. There was a time when I knew pre-calc and was playing this game, and now I'm playing this game and don't know pre-calc. Clearly I've made progress. Life is all about aging and making progress. Why is he so predisposed? What do the beavers get out of their relationship to K. Rool, do you think? I didn't find the G! At least I don't think I did. Oh yeah, I guess the exclamation point in the level is to tell you found all the Kong letters. Orangutan gang. The orangutans in this game are so cursed. They look the grody. Nothing will make you believe in like ape supremacy, like gorilla supremacy, quite like looking at the orangutans in this game. Like they're so nasty. It makes sense why they never appear in any other games, because they're so grossy. They're grossy. And considering how lanky Kong looks, with his no style, no grace, and funny face, it seems like this series is just generally predisposed against orangutans. Like, and I mean, like, they're kind of weird looking, but, like, they're not disgusting or anything. This game does orangutans dirty. Like, oh, so this is where the ostrich is. Maybe I just never... Oh, well, there he goes. I guess we will not be playing with the ostrich. See, oh my god. Stuff of nightmares. Kong? See, it's a reversal. It's irony. Now Donkey Kong has to jump over the barrels. The plot twists are astounding. It's also very unclear where these barrels are coming from. Again, I need consistency in my cartoon animal game. Generally speaking, I think that, that was a bit sloppy. Did not get all the Kong pieces. Got hit a lot. But that's fine. It's more about the vibe, the experience. You know, the unmasked cruelty of beating orangutans for having different colored fur. How are we already at the O? And how do we already miss the K? Like... Alright. When I said I wanted to go swimming for pearls, this isn't what I meant, Donkey Kong. Nyah, nyah, nyah. Kind of looking at him in detail, I can really see the influence of being in like a 3D modeler. I don't know how to describe it, but like, looking at the sprite, it very much looks like it was put into a 3D model. 3D modeling program. Alright. You know, I felt like saying something about it, but I don't know. Shark. Are piranhas like riverfish? How are they existing in a... I need to stop myself. I keep questioning the, like, validity of this cartoon animal game. Like, it only needs to have internal consistency. It doesn't need to be, like, hyper-logical or anything. Well, we got most of the Kong letters. The O came out so fast. I have no idea why it was like that. Bumblebee Rumble. I remember this boss was the first one as a kid that started becoming like a problem. Because it has like actual phases you have to avoid. You can't just hit it non-stop. It actually has like a phase where it's invincible. Whereas like with Naughty or Neki, it's also one that you can't just like run into over and over and over again and just expect to kill it. Like Naughty and Neki were kind of like, as bosses, ones that you could just jump on continuously and win. In this one, there is a modicum of strategy involved. Gorilla Glacier. Now we're getting to the part of the game that I remember less and less. I didn't have enough speed there. Woo! Neki's I can't get over it. Neki's nuts. The online Switch, sort of console has a lot of games on it. Like a tremendous amount, even. I wonder if they'd be worth playing on stream. I mean, I have access to them, and I don't have a lot of ideas. So it might be worth giving a try. David Weiss's music is always so atmospheric. Alright. Very rude, dude. If I jump down, can I go get... It's not there anymore. I was really hoping if I jump down... Yeah, so Diddy Kong cannot kill those guys, like, without a barrel, which makes jumping over him a little challenging. Yeah! Got the goods. I guess it's kind of impressive that they're able to do like both 3D sprites as well as have all these snow particles on screen at the same time. Anyway, let's get some bonus lives. It's Rhinomania! Man, that's a deep cut. It's not a deep cut, actually. It's not that deep of a cut. But it's an old cut. If you know, you know. Rhinomania! put me all the way back there, though. That's the opposite of progress. Okay. My eyes are going cross looking at these particles in the barrel at the same time. No doubt that was the intention. Bro. Real gamer hours. I hate it. I'm doing the streamer slang and I hate it. Let's take an extra life. I'm sorry, I just haven't seen a DK barrel in like 400 miles. It didn't give me the exclamation mark, but I could have sworn I got all the Kong letters. I wonder what determines it then. So the gimmick behind this level is that the ropes make you fly up automatically. Or down automatically. We'll see. Curse you, Donkey Kong, and your giant-ass hitbox. This is just like Smash Brothers. Do you know how hard it is to main you? Alright. Crocodile jump scare. Really what living in Florida be like. Oh no, I have to do it all again. That's fine. I'm beginning to think that me saying that's fine is code for me saying that's not really fine. Like, I may not actually be fine. It's just bananas up there. It's no big deal. Crocodile jump scare. Pardon? Cool. Where am I going? Clap, clap, clap. That really is the fall of shame. They really let you revel in it. Yeah, you can grind those by just dying over and over again. It's an infinite life glitch. It's not a glitch. It's just a design flaw. Where by doing this, you can. Who wants to see me get a bunch of lives? The downside is you have to lose a lot of lives to get a lot of lives, so it's not really helpful. Which is why I assume that's why they left it in the game. Like, I'm about to get a lot of. Alright, maybe not. Man, if you mess up there, you really mess up. There's no undoing it. Yeah, but in order to reset that puzzle, I have to die, and by dying... I inadvertently lose all the lives that I have gained. Yeah, I kind of expected that. I felt it was worth a try anyway, though. Donkey Kong is in physical pain right now. I suppose. We'll have enough at the very least for 2 extra lives, which is not the best. I mean, we've lost a lot more than that. Alright, 3 lives. That's decent. Alright. No! I wasn't thinking. What else is new? There's definitely something up there if you brave that. Do you like wall jumping? Do you like the sound of my clacking controller? Alright. Well, fortunately, I don't think I'll have to do that again. I think that's a one and done kind of level. Oh man, there's probably something up there if you jump on that bird. I'm missing out on so much. It's supposed to be the professional, and I'm just not. That could be said about my entire career, really. An amateur posing as a professional. Hold on. Oh. Oh no, it's you. You know what his art style kind of reminds me of? The Gorillaz. I know he's an orangutan, but I mean like the Gorillaz is in the band. They were kind of coming into popularity around this time, I think. And they were also British. Or rather, they are also British. They're still around. Perhaps not as big as they used to be, but they're still there. Still making animated music videos and the like. I was surprised to learn that, like, the person who made Gorillaz also had, like, an influence on this comic strip called Tank Girl, or something. That's wild to think about. Huh? The barrel trajectory gets so slow for some reason when it hits the bottom of the hill. I thought that was like a gimmick. Like, hey, check it. I'm an OG. This is a nice bit of flair. That they added to the game to show like, oh, it's a nice cute animation. Okay, so that doesn't send me off the of all things, that doesn't send me off the mountain. Hesitation is defeat, and so is lack of awareness. I knew. I knew and I did it anyway. Nope. Come on, grab it! I'm really hoping I don't need save states for this game. I'm okay with dying. I'm okay with messing up. That's to be expected. What I'm not okay with is being like, well guys, I guess I need to save scum. Like, all I do is sit on my butt playing video games all day. Like, please, this is the one thing I'm good at. Like, It's kind of hard to see. It's kind of hard to see those chompers. It's kind of hard to see those chompers from that distance. Anyway. Thank you, Diddy, for taking that hit. Because somebody had to. Croctopus Chase. Yeah, that sounded like an underwater level. Ah, that's the Croctopus, huh? I should have figured he'd go there. My intuition is really failing me these last 30 minutes. Man, this new version of Splatoon's feeling pretty weird. Alright. Oh. I was going as fast as I could. I'm tapping as fast as I can. Like, do I need like Eduardo for this part? Or On Guard, not Eduardo. What am I talking about? Diddy Kong's got a very nice glide to him when he just swims in the water. Maybe you have to be well ahead of him when you start running. Maybe that's the idea. You can't be like... shit, secret... That makes up for getting hit. Oh, this definitely makes up for getting hit. This will help. K&G. It sounds like a pharmaceutical brand. Cranky's cabin. You got anything to say?
You're lucky you got me. I was just heading out. We never had any of this fancy 3D stuff. You still don't in this game. Oh no, we had to survive on what we had. And what little we did have, we were happy with. Well, I've never seen anything like it.
Enjoy this demo while you can. It can't last much longer.
That's right. 4 shades of grey and a 2x2 character block. That's all we had. I can't play this game. The colors are all too rich for my poor old eyes. Crafty Croctopus Corners, it's crack collectibles and the coal capers.
Yeah, so if you're willing to sit through his So if you're willing to sit through his rants, he eventually gives you advice. But it feels like most of the time he's just there to... He's just there to rant at you. Is it just me, or does this level seem like a bit of a bit of an oil fire? Shouldn't that have hit me in some capacity? Whatever. I have a real problem with punching gift horses in the mouth. Hey Jim, do you remember where I left my autonomous saw blade tire? Yeah, I think you left it in the mines. Well, that was brief, and we never found the G. How far are we through the game? 32%. That both seems... Well, I know that's not an accurate percentage. That's like how much of the collectibles you've gotten, as well as like... Yeah, how much of the collectibles gotten in addition to how much of the game you've completed. So I think it's probably more than 32%. That helps. That helps immensely. Pride cometh before fall, and fall cometh before ouchie. Feeling tired yet? Yeah, so they end up asking you to do that jump a lot of times. The roll and then jump off of a platform that doesn't exist. Now they want me to do it for bananas. Well, I'll do it. Because I am a little bit of a goof. Spooky. They made me do it twice in the same level for the same thing. There's probably a bonus up there. But I must admit, I'm a little spooked out by, the platforming they're asking me to do. So I'm going to avoid that for the time being. We got all the Kong letters, and that's what we're here for, baby. Really naughty rampage. In other words, we made a boss, and we didn't know what to do for the next one. He has new moves, for what it's worth. What do you mean that didn't count? What do you tell me? You tell me that's a toddler that it can't count? Oh, I get it. It's because all the enemies in the previous level were jumping a lot. It's a jumping motif. It's about. I don't mean to jump to conclusions, but this whole portion was about jumping. It has themes. It rhymes. Camrock Industries Incorporated. Oh shoot, we're getting pretty close. I remember this being one of the latter levels. Fear Factory, one of the best songs in the soundtrack. Yeah, I mean, I'm over here. Is there, Oh, I know what I'm supposed to do. Whee! I bet the K's up here or something. Oh no, it's just a magic balloon. That's fortunate, because there was no way I was getting that K. If there was a K. See, this game's about the influence of industry on the natural world. You know, pollution. Again, made in the 90s. This game's awfully precocious. Let's be real, we knew about climate change for a long time. But, like, we just haven't done anything. And that's terrible. I also tried to learn this on my flute. It didn't go so well. This song's a lot more complicated. I can play the synth part though. That part isn't so bad. Glad I took that tire with me. And this is to teach you that sometimes the oil is gonna go out. You bet that's gonna give you anxiety. Ah, shoot! I was almost under it. That was weird. There's two of them! You can't scare me with one orangutan. Sees two orangutans. Oh shit. Orangutans got hands. Maybe I should just not deal with them. Wow, I can just walk under those guys, huh? Alright, well. No matter. Really? The barrel didn't cancel out that or something. Alright, speedrun time. So let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Take me home. Finally. I wonder what awaits me at the top of this pyramid. Yeah, Donkey Kong Country. Good game. Well, that sucks. How could you do this to me? Oh no, do I have to start all the way back here? I sure do. Alright, well. Diddy Kong is definitely, he has more flyability. I don't know how to describe it. He has more velocity when I fling him across the screen. I love... Okay. I'm starting to like hardcore lose lives here, so I think it's time to like focus up a little. I've kind of been riding it easy. He says smashing his face into an orangutan. That's fine. That's fine in a not fine way. I'll just ignore that. How dare you? On this, the day of my daughter's 16th quinceañera, it's already time for her 16th quinceañera. Why? Why does it just stay sometimes? I hope that the salt content of these oil barrels does not affect their retail price. Alright, bum rush. Let's go. Okay, okay. 2, 1. Okay. I gotta figure out what's going on with these oil canisters. Oil barrels, rather. One, two, it like peaks out twice and then it stops. So it's like 1, 2. I guess it would matter more if I could actually land on them. What? That was actually necessary. I didn't know it was there. Oh, you slime. I forgot you were there in my excitement. Woo! I have not had difficulty with a whole lot of levels up until this point. Like, am I psyching myself out a little bit? Like, alright, so I gotta wait for it to stop faking out. I'm usually just so surprised that I make it to that point at all, that like... You horrible orange
Ape.
In that context, it's barely even an insult. It's just a thing that's true. Oh, the exit was right there! Okay. Trick, track, trick. Sounds like a minecart sort of deal. Oh no, I remember this. This is another one that I know that people tend to have anxiety around. I don't remember it being too bad though. Diddy Kong really standing on midair there. Looks like it might be a while until we see another DK barrel though. No! The O. Hold on. Alright, well... that's fine. It's not really, but still. I think there's a place you can stand where they'll just never hit you. I think I need to run and jump to avoid a lot of these obstacles. I'm bleeding lives here. That's not good. Why? Why am I so bad at the game? What? Alright. I can't jump over that guy. Also, he just doesn't fall. I don't know why I jump for it. I don't have the other pieces. You're supposed to jump on one of the beavers in order to get up there. I can't switch while I'm on this thing. Well, I guess problem solved on that account. Alright, cannot pace Nutbird. Cannot outpace Nutbird. Noted. Alright. I suppose that's fine. I guess that instance is my own fault. I'm going to just hit that bird as the nearest opportunity. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'm supposed to like jump on it at the apex of that rail. You drop this king. Oh, please. No orangutan, no orangutan. Orangutan. I know this song. Fuck. It's the credit. It's like the song they play in the end credits. Or, no, it has like. There are beats in here that are similar to the end credits. Oh, I was supposed to jump there. Well. Maybe that's where the O is, in that bonus room? Maybe if I chant hard enough, he'll go away. No! It's too early for this. At 8:30 p.m. Can I jump at this from here? Oh, I almost make it. There's the K, so I don't really know where that would lead me. Curiosity has killed my monkey. Nope. Man, they really want to make you work for that extra hit point. Giving you a lot of chances to get hit so you cannot get hit. Like... wow. What's down here? Banana. As if there'd be anything down here other than, like, banana and letter. Okay, 1 life left. It will have been the first time I've gotten a game over, though, so... Oh, it won't be too bad. Ooh. Almost just game overed myself out of, like, trying to rush through. Now might be the time to be a little more careful. Oops. Alright. He's down there. Let's try not to lose. I was going to say let's try not to lose it immediately. This music is so sad, along with this image. It's like, man. It's not even like you failed or the world is doomed. It's just like, we're in pain. We really messed up. Well, I said I was going to do it without save states. That may have been a lie. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It depends on, like, how badly I really want to finish the stream or not. In the meantime, kind of a bummer. We were pretty close to the save point. Oh man, I'm gonna have to do the oil drum level again? That's a bummer. Alright, I'll live though. Will I live though? Don't have the frog anymore. I didn't roll. I did get an extra life though, so there's that to consider. Will it give me another one if I get the G again? Or will the G even be there? G's not there anymore. I guess that confirms I got it, though. Fuck. I'm gonna have to save after, like, every level or something. I mean, it's in the game, so it's not illegal. I consider it, if it's in the game, it's not illegal, sort of deal. Oofy. Alright. I think I'm choking a little bit as a result of, like, having gotten to a place farther in the game and, like, trying to get back there quickly. I'm making some dumb mistakes. Very rude, dude. I wanted it. I wanted the extra life. It's very easy to slip off the tire. I know that feels like jonesing, and that's because it is. It is 100% jonesing. I want to be done. I want to get off Mr. Bowen's wild tire ride. Okay. I'm just gonna casually... I would never, you know, save scum in a video game. That's so dishonorable. But, you know, if they just give it to me, what's the harm, you know? Do not taunt me with your no-dollar haircut. Hold on a sec. Hold on. TNT. I have a lot to get through with like 2 lives. Good thing I saved. Maybe I'll make some lives along the way. Alright, we need that tire for the O, I think. Push that. Got him. Wait, was this all Fear Factory? Is this what I got stuck on? Man, we really didn't get that far. That makes me feel a little bit better. Makes me feel a little bit better about my lack of progress. Definitely missed the end, though. Oh, you. Oh, you. There. No life lost. But we gotta do this. It's excellent. I'll get an extra life soon. My current objective is to survive, I think. Yeah! Got it that time. Hold on, I'm surprised I was able to pull that off, like, more than once. Alright, extra life. I wonder, will it come back? It will come back. That's enough, I guess. man. I can't change again. When that big guy comes down, he's gonna wreck me. I was like, yeah, learning from our mistakes. Oh, he jumps too. What a conniving little bugger. I bet he had the N in him. That's more bananas than I had before. Managed to nearly escape death there. Oh, I guess he didn't have the end. Yeah, that's extra lives right there. We might make it after all. Yeah. I forgot about the orangutan. Okay, I think if we can make it through elevator antics, candy save spot, it should be the next thing. We have about 3 lives to do it with, though. Maybe technically 4. Alright. I didn't much care for that. 4 lives. Please, sir, a crumb of life. A measly portion of life. That didn't hit me. What are you talking about? Sorry if the commentary is lacking, but for one thing, that's par for the course. And for another thing, I'm kind of hyper-focused on trying to finish the level, because I have never felt... Throughout the entire game so far, I felt pretty secure in the fact that, oh, we're just going to continue on and breeze through it. And now it's suddenly like, I don't know so much anymore. We're farther than we have been, though. Ah, I suppose these are the, elevators and their respective antics. David Wise is so good at ambience. What the hell? I'm just gonna take a couple of leaps of faith. Woo. Are these supposed to be like coal elevators? Oh shit. I think that's what they're transporting. Coal. That must be hell in your throat, man. Real throat goat here. I need to jump directly on him. Yeah, there's no way I would have done that with like the 2 lives I had or something when I first came in here. Did you know if that Diddy Kong hits a typewriter for long? You son of a bitch. If Diddy Kong slams his fists on a typewriter for a long enough time, he will eventually type Shakespeare. What am I supposed to do about that? I gotta jump over him. I answer my own question. I like how like some of the barrels have this like weird cartoon quality to them, where like the only animated thing in the like it's an old Hanna-Barbera cartoons. You could tell when something was going to be used in a scene because it was the only thing that was like colored differently. Like the entire background would be kind of like muted in color, but like the thing that was going to be used in the scene was like brightly colored, and it's like, oh, that's going to be used in the scene. Why do I bother? And some of the barrels in this game are like that. I'm schwitzing right now. Both because it's kind of hot, but also because nervous. Okay. That makes me feel a lot better. And as traditional, save twice. Because you can never be too sure. Poison pond. The pond is not actually poison. You don't... The pond is not actually poison. It's just your mindset. As moreover, what I mean to say is swimming in the pond does not kill you. It's just colored green. Somebody spilled Ecto Cooler in it. Like, it's fine. You know, the idea of the gimmick is that, you know, it's around an industrial plant, so it's all, you know, toxic wasty and filled with runoff. It's kind of unclear to me where I'm supposed to go. This is the first time I've ever felt like, man, this game's kind of non-linear. Like, Brain was not prepared for non-linear gameplay. I have definitely missed the Kong letters. Yes, sir. Toxic environment, squids everywhere. Game predicted Splatoon. I bet there's something down here. Remember, kids, when you throw away your spinning saw blades, make sure to do it in a compostable bin and not into the ocean. You're killing the sea monkeys. That was just straight up luck. Aquatic Ambience very much does carry itself, because, like, it's the one water track in the entire game. Granted, I guess there aren't that many water levels in the game, but still. It's a very good track. David Wise knew what he was doing. He's like, we have one water track, so you better make it good. And then it's like, alright, got it. They start really skimping out on the checkpoints later on. Alright, piranhas everywhere. Just be careful. You motherfucker! They clipped my tail! I gotta do that whole spiel again because they clipped my tail on this one part. What the? Gross. Gross. Disgusting. Are you supposed to find Eduardo, on guard somewhere? Is that how you're supposed to get past these guys? the K is literally just above you. That's... Alright. Oldest trick in the book, but, you know... Clearly it got me, so it's a good trick, obviously. Can't go this way. I was literally talking about how in Rayman Legends it's like, oh, it's such an obvious trick. And it's like, well, it got me. And I guess that proves how old it is. Putting the secret at like literally the beginning of the level in a tiny obvious spot, or like in a very hidden spot. We've been doing it for decades. No! I literally don't have the traction. I'm underwater, so I know there's no traction. But I'm gonna turn this freshwater lake into a saltwater ocean. Well, it just kind of feels like once you get in a particular position, it can be, unless you go up, it can be very hard to move quickly out of it. Like, I couldn't do anything there. He's just like, well, I'm coming for you. And it's like, what am I supposed to do? Go back? Like... If I had to make a critique, it would be that the swimming in this game is not the best. I understand that On Guard is put in here to make it easier, but he's not here right now. I must say I'm not super enthralled by having to inch my way forward in fear of, like, of everything coming up and not being able to react to it in time. I don't think that's very fun. Like... I guess I don't think it's very fun to, like, have to constantly wait or move at a snail's pace in order to ensure you don't get hit by things you cannot see. Like, this is generally my problem with, like, the older Sonic games, I think. The older Sonic games have, like, the camera so close to you that you can't see what's coming. So you kind of have to go slow in a game about going fast. Like... And that's kind of annoying, isn't it? This isn't usually a problem, it's more just this particular section, I think. I don't know. I think this might be the last water level in the entire game. So it's good that they don't, like, expand on this too much. And it might have improved over the course of, like, the second and third games, respectively. I bet the G's up there. Oh no, it's just death. Like here, I just have to go really slowly so I don't get hit by random piranhas that I can't see. Alright. Well, that's where the G is. Alright, they put that piranha there on purpose so you would go up. Those cheeky people are rare, I swear to God. They put that piranha there on purpose so that way you would swim upwards and then bonk into the blades. Mad genius. Mad evil genius, I swear. One could only hope. Huh. I guess I wasn't anticipating that. I could have sworn there was a DK barrel down there. Well, at least we know there's a secret. That should help some. I guess maybe after playing a bunch of speedrunner friendly games, it's very weird to play a game that was like not even thinking about that as an idea. That was a bit clumsy. It's very, like, I've spent so much time here, and I want to go quickly. Soundtrack to this game is fantastic. David Wise is one of my favorite composers. He's fantastic, really great. Love his music. For fuck's sake. Alright. I so desperately want to, like, move quickly through this level, but you just can't. You'll get hit by some shit. Like, you can't move slow either, because if you move slow, you're too slow to react. Once again, I am jonesing. No, jawning. That's what the kids call it, right? When you complain about a video game. Jawning. No Johns. Alright. Okay. I saved. It's fine. If nothing else, this will have been done without save states. Will I play Donkey Kong Country Returns after this one? I was planning to play Tropical Freeze, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze at some point, because that game is a hardcore banger. Oh, I forgot the K. That game is a hardcore banger. It's one of my favorite platformers, along with Rayman Legends. That game is super fun to, like, play quickly, as well as, like, get all the 100% on. I know that game mostly back to front. There's some stuff I probably will need a walkthrough for, because that game has a lot more secrets than Rayman Legends does. But I was thinking about playing it, but I think when I do play it, it's not gonna be like a one stream thing. It's gonna be multiple streams, and it'll probably be like me playing the game normally and like 100%ing it, and then playing through hard mode, because once you beat the game you unlock hard mode, and probably playing through that. Returns, I've heard, is pretty good, yeah. I think Tropical Freeze is like a slept-on super sequel, because it was on the Wii U and nobody got the Wii U. But that game's great. They got David Wise to return for the soundtrack. They made a lot of the stuff from Returns that wasn't so good. They fixed it, and it's really solid. The platform is great. And some of the more annoying mechanics from Returns, they fixed and made better. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is like the sequel to Donkey Kong Country Returns, and that game is the game I want to play at some point. And that's a game I kind of know back to front. I want to say I'm pretty good at it. I'm no speedrunner or anything, but pretty decent, especially for like how hard it is. It's pretty difficult. I remember Donkey Kong Country Returns also being pretty hard. So yeah, I think when I do choose to play it, it's gonna be like at a point where I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to play this, and I'm ready to commit to like a series that'll be like a couple streams long, where we'll be playing like, we'll be like doing basically a 100% of the game, pretty much, as well as hard mode. I don't know if Donkey Kong Country Returns has been ported to the Switch. I know that Tropical Freeze is on the Switch. That's actually where the meme comes from. If you've ever seen the meme where it's like, new funky mode. What they did for the Tropical Freeze when they ported it to the Switch was they added a new funky mode where you can play as Funky Kong. And it's like slapped on the cover, it's like, new funky mode. We will not be playing funky mode when I play that game. Funky mode is so broken. It's basically like, I think they realized that Tropical Freeze is like really hard. It's a very hard game. So they were like, okay, how do we make this easier for like kids to play? We'll give them a mode that basically makes you like pseudo-invincible. Like, and it's kind of fun to goof around in, but outside of that, it's like it's not especially challenging. I definitely recommend Tropical Freeze though, if you have a Switch though. That's a really good game. Really awesome soundtrack also. I think that was like, I don't know what Retro Studios has been doing since then. I think supposedly they've been working on Metro Prime 4 for, I don't know, the last 9 years or something. Because as far as I know, that was the last big release they had, Tropical Freeze. And apparently at the time it was pretty upsetting for people. It's because they were like, release Metroid Prime 4 already. Even back then, and they were like, nah, we're gonna make Donkey Kong. Honestly, really based decision. Because that game is a banger. Oh, and piranhas. I can't see them and I can't react to them in time. I just have to inch my way over. I like how I said, like, oh, we know where the secret is. That'll make it easier, right? And then I completely forgot where the secret was. Alright, so the piranha's gonna come out here. Yep, there he is. Alright, yeah, I had heard that at Metroid Prime they were just like, yeah, we're just gonna, like, we're just gonna restart the whole game. And it's like, alright. I don't know. I mean, like, for what it's worth, I think that Retro Studios has consistently put out good games. So while I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt, I don't know how I feel about them being like, well, we're just gonna restart the entire game. On the other hand, like, I've seen plenty of companies who have, like, refused to restart games, and then they release, like, games that are bad. So, you know. There's always that to consider. Okay, enough of the water. Minecart. I am willing to tolerate minecart over water any day. Metroid Dread was indeed very good. And, the remaster of Metroid Prime was also very solid. I did play that on stream, and I enjoyed that a lot. I don't know if Retro was responsible for making that, or if that was a different company. I do know that Metroid Dread was made by, like, a different company, so I don't think it's indicative of, like, how Metroid Prime 4 is going to be. Because, the Metroid Prime games are made, by, a different company than the ones who make the side-scrolling games. I believe the side-scrolling Metroid games are made by a Spanish company. I also like Metroid Dread for what it's worth, but they are made by a different company. Oh shoot, I missed. Alright. Oof. It's pretty decent for, like, half paying attention, I think. Alright, scratch that. Something I liked about Metroid Dread was that, like, they gave Samus, like, a voice and a almost personality, but they also, like, they didn't do, like, the other M thing where they made it, like, really a huge part of the narrative and made it, like, annoying. You know, they made Samus very cool. They made it feel like she was a badass, but they also didn't make it, like, intrusive to the gameplay in a way. And that was pretty cool. Like, it was very cool to see Samus, like, She-Hulk out at the end of the game, I think. That was very cool. That was very anime. I like that. Maybe I should jump there. But I also like that it wasn't overdone. Like, I know that was a big complaint with Other M, that, like, Samus just talked a lot. It was like, alright. Jump, jump, jump! I really jumped up to kiss that bird, huh? I just saw the banana and didn't even think. It was like, see banana, get banana. Ape no think, ape only do. Be like ape. Ape no look before leap. I would agree that like Metroid Dread has a very good use of QuickTime events, and where like the QuickTime event window is very small, and that it's not just kind of a weird gimmick. It's like actually tangibly useful for something in the game. I did kind of like that. I'm just gonna go ahead and we're getting to the point in the game where I'm just gonna save after every level, because I don't want to redo it. Blackout basement. Oh, that's not fun. I've never much cared for darkness as a mechanic in video games. I understand why it's there, but I've never found it to be immensely enjoyable. I just hope with the reception they'll make more Metroid. Well, I think they'll continue to make Metroids. I think it sells well, and I think people like it, so I don't think they're gonna, like, stop making Metroids. I think it's more just that, like, the, oh, I don't like that. I don't think they're gonna stop making Metroids. I think as long as it makes money, they'll continue making it. So far, it's fine. Like, as long as it makes money and there's, like, a fan base for it, Oh. And so far, there is one. As far as I know, the Prime Remastered was pretty well received. And it was just a remaster of the first game. I mean, people are still clamoring for Metroid Prime 4 after all these years. Generally, my philosophy is that, something only happens when it happens, though. I don't like to be predictive about a tremendous amount of things. Or, in other words, I don't like to, pretend I know what's going to happen before it happens. The future is unpredictable. So we'll see what happens when it comes out. Or if it comes out. I anticipate it probably will, but you never know. Oh, fucking crocodile jump scare. I don't live in Florida. I don't deserve this. Okay, so it's gonna black out. I need to. Alright. I just can't see them. Like. Moreover, they just don't make noise until, like. Oh, that's evil. How dare you? This is an evilly designed bonus room. The longer I spend playing this game, the more I feel insulted. Whatever, I got the N. In the N, it doesn't really matter. Crocodile jump scare, crocodile jump scare. Somehow I got all the... There's a secret room there. Or maybe not. Boss Dumb Drum. I don't actually remember the boss drum... boss Dumb Drum being especially hard. Still... It's not worth the risk. Especially since I don't even remember. I think his gimmick is like he dumps a bunch of enemies on you or something. He's a salt and pepper shaker. I don't know how you're supposed to fight those guys if, like, Donkey Kong dies. There must be a way to defeat those guys as Diddy Kong. Oh, it's more fun than a barrel of monkeys. That's where it came from. Oh my god. A barrel of monkeys. Chimp Caverns. Oh, I remember this. But only really vaguely. Oh yeah. I remembering this. Yeah, I remember this. Because you gotta collect the fuel. Well, this is gonna be rough. I don't know if I have the lives to make it to the next save point. The game looks weirdly high fidelity, but not at all at the same time. Well, you see, the way that this game was created was by, what they did was, Donkey Kong Country's graphics were basically created by rendering out 3D models in a program and then bit crushing those models into sprites for the purposes of the video game. A similar process was kind of used for Mortal Kombat, in where real-life video footage was used and bit crushed into pixelated characters. Hello, former picture randomizer. So, technically, these sprites are composed of actual 3D models, but they're not 3D. They are sprites made from 3D models, which gives it a unique look. Which allowed the developers to say it's technically 3D, even though it's not. It's like the Super Nintendo had some limited 3D capacity, albeit it was very limited. Star Fox, for instance, was in 3D, albeit it was extremely polygonal. I missed the N. And for not that important. And for nice job, idiot. I went under it because I was like, oh, this is where I need to get the N, and that was like not the actual place. I got off at the wrong stop. Always strange, these levels where you like have to be on a train but then spend the majority of the level off the train because you have to unblock the path or get fuel for the train or something like that. Cheesed it. Wow, that was completely optional too. I killed myself for no reason. Oh shit! So I think I might just need to keep that tire on me at all times. Oopsie, I made an oopsie. It's okay. I saved right before the boss drum, and he was no problem. So, let's just do that and get right back to it. The monkey chain. The monkey's fist. The monkey. Easy. The caves are in Donkey Kong's nose, and that's interesting. Yeah, it feels weird that this is kind of like a train level, where I spend the majority of the level off of the train. Okay, need to push this. Push it real good. This N is not worth it. Nor is that banana. Woo! Well, that sufficiently spooked me. I think I'm going to skip Halloween this year. Manic mincers. I thought it was trying to say minors, and I was like, I think there's a typo. Like, no, I suppose that's correct. Those look like mincers if I ever seen them. It's been a while since I've seen Rambi. Well. Easy come, easy go. I got a little wreck there. I wonder if there's any practical applications to be using Rambi right now. He kind of seems more like a hindrance, like... Oh, I guess that's that. I kind of get what you mean when you say that, like, a lot of deaths in this game result in, like, not seeing things. I think part of that is me just going very quickly. And part of that ultimately comes down to resolution issues. A lot of games were not necessarily, a lot of older games in particular were not necessarily formatted for larger screens and did not necessarily have the capacity to show a lot of things on screens. They were designed for lower resolution televisions and were also just generally designed for lower resolutions. So because of that, there was less you could show on screen at a time, and if your character needs to be big and present and shown at any given time, it means that your character takes up more of the screen, and therefore you don't get to see as much. An enemy may show up out of nowhere because there's only so much screen that they can take up, right? I find that this is particularly an issue with, like, early Sonic levels, or early Sonic games. Because, Sonic moves so quickly, but the screen resolution cannot keep up with Sonic. Which is natural, because, like, games were not programmed or did not have the data to do that. Nowadays, games can have dynamic camera systems and are, you know, fixed for different resolutions and have advanced graphics and such and such. And generally, it's easier to see things in more detail. But, like, if you made something very small on this screen so you could see it better, you wouldn't be able even to tell what it was, because it would be so pixelated and tiny. Like, so I think that, like, it was kind of like an issue of the time. Especially with a game like this, where, like, everything is, like, so wildly detailed. It's kind of difficult to not have everything, like, really big. Well, if I keep dying here, I can kind of keep grinding off this bonus room. Like, you'll notice, in this game, there's a border around it. Because this game was originally designed for 4:3 resolution, rather than widescreen, which is more common these days. This was designed for CRTs. Can I walk out of this? Alright. I wanted to grab the... Alright. Okay, that didn't kill me. That's good. Good to know. Oh, I can walk back in. That's pretty convenient. Not enough momentum. They put a DK barrel right towards the end. I guess they really didn't want you messing up on that jump. Misty Mine. Oh, I think this is the only other, like, stop-go level. It's eerily quiet. Alright, which one of you kids has been hitting their jewel in the mine? That did not hit me. Alright. Well, am I supposed to use the TNT to destroy the oil barrels? That might be it.
Combo breaker.
I'm not seeing any stop-go things. It's mostly just foggy in here.
Hit my toes.
He bit my giant donkey toes. How did that work the first time? Oh, it might be because Diddy just has more momentum on account of him being a small boy. You son of a bitch. Alright. There we go. Let's see what's up ahead here. Candy save station is right there, but let's have a complete lack of confidence in myself. And just save anyway. And then we'll go right back. Oh, this is the on-off level. I knew it was around here somewhere. Well, that's just not nice, is it? The purple ones jump at you. Again.
I was like, I got him this time. I know his pattern. Yeah, I know his pattern to jump into him.
Awfully quiet. It's just not the same without David Wise's music. Very fortunate with that leap of faith. Well, now I can't turn it on again. Mutually assured destruction in the dark. It's like bumping into somebody in the middle of the night. Damn it, it happened again. Well, that time it worked out better. I can't see anything. Can't get up there again. Fuck. I was just so flabbergasted that I had made it alive at all. I was like... that I did not even anticipate a barrel. One has to wonder who pioneered the barrel-operated system. have to move quickly. This is gonna turn off on us. Okay. Oh. They knew exactly what they were doing with that one. Those monsters. I'm very lucky I avoided that. Can I help you monkeys save your game? Excuse me, Candy. I was kind of anticipating him rolling off the platform. Shows what I know, I guess. I mean, I'll take that L. If it means survival. We all have to take a little bit of an L in order to take a W. That being said... You know that Donkey Kong 64 had a multiplayer mode? And it was really broken because you could just spam grenades at each other. I only think about that because my go-to character in the multiplayer mode was that army guy that we just fought. He was a playable character. Me and my cousins would play that sometimes. Well, I can get it. Professional. Like, I'm really good when I'm not bad. Like, you know what I mean? I believe those guys cannot even be jumped on by Donkey Kong. You have to use a barrel to defeat them. Hence why they gave you one there. Yeah, see, you, I have to die here. Or wait, no. Mercy, mercy. Alright, I guess I have to die here. I thought I had been saved. But once again, I have squandered the only second chance I had. If I had a nickel for every second chance I squandered, I guess I'd only have one. Don't leave without me. Game doesn't like you switching Kongs on moving platforms. I threw it at a... Is that the mix-up that you throw at a beaver instead of the big guy? You anticipate a big guy being there, but there's a beaver instead? $51%. That's just a straight-up lie. That's because of all the collectibles. Necky's Revenge. See, he's basically the same boss, but he's purple now! He's the same boss, but now he has bronchitis! Alright, you got me. That's a pretty hefty barrage of nuts. I jumped on his head, come on. Come on now. Why am I being punished for doing the right thing? I keep hitting his head! What's the deal with this? Game, I'm doing what you want me to do, and you're all like, no, that doesn't count. No, I blocked your jump. I have jump shield. Well, that was a very weird fight. Maybe his whole gimmick is that he just doesn't get stunned when you do that. Anyway, you gotta go straight from that fight to the final fight. Our old pal K. Rool. He's got the funny sound effect. The funny. Oh! Alright, you got me with that one. Alright, you got me with that one too. It's been a while since I fought K. Rool. I don't remember him being like the hardest of final bosses. Like, we'll beat him for sure. It's just like, I don't think it'll be immensely frustrating or anything. Something that somebody pointed out to me recently though is that like his boss fight is very weight heavy, as in like you have to do a lot of waiting for him to be vulnerable. And I feel that. Like, you gotta wait for this whole spiel to be done with, and it's like, alright. Song's very good, of course. It's not over. It's never over. No, Tim, it's never over. Nico Magwan is never over. That's a reference for nobody. There were definitely some kids who got fooled by this, though. I underestimated the distance. I knew he was gonna get up, but I didn't know how far he was gonna jump. Oh, maybe the idea is you can only hit him after he's done vomiting all of his almonds. Well, even so, it seems more practical to just hit him anyway, because you can dodge all the almonds that way. Okay, once more into the crocodile's den. Apparently, canonically, King K. Rool doesn't even like bananas. He just does it to make Donkey Kong starve or something. Weird that he keeps his cannonballs up deck. a monkey. Just now I'm noticing. This game's about apes. Like, no, sorry, I just got a brain infection from that one line in the Super Mario Brothers movie, the one from the 80s, where Dennis Hopper like de-evolves a human, and like he turns into a monkey, and he's like, oh, a monkey. King K. Rool's got a pretty interesting design, I gotta say. Oh, he throws that out a lot faster the second time. Sorry to interrupt your speech there, Donkey Kong. We have more pressing matters at the moment. It's nice that they don't make you go through the whole rigmarole a second time, once you've already gone through it the first time. Oh, he does the short hops the second time, that's right. And then he delays his throat! What a crafty crocodile! Switch to Diddy for this fight. Normally I like to play as Donkey Kong because he can hit harder, but in this case I want to go for, well, I wanted to go faster. No such luck, it seems. If you make a pair of Crocs out of crocodile leather, that makes them Crocs, right? This second playthrough of Sid Meier's Pirates is a little different than I remember. I have resorted to making one-line jokes. Like, it's like, this is where I'm at with my commentary. I'm just out of things to say. You can tell how long I've been streaming for. big hops, little hops. I rolled under him! Especially little hops. I think you have to jump over his entire, really tiny hops. I want to save Diddy for when, hopefully he doesn't get hit. I'm going to save Diddy, hopefully for the end of the match, after Donkey gets hit. So ideally, we'll have him for the parts where we need to be quicker. Oh, shoot. Alright. It's fine. Big hops. Big hops. Little hops. Big hops. Little hops. Especially little hops. And that's the ball game.
Well done, Donkey, my boy. Who'd have thought a young whippersnapper like you could have beaten that bunch of good Kremlings? No good Kremlings. You've made an old man proud. Go and look at your hoard. I think you'll be in for a surprise. If I had been playing, I'd have found everything. No, you wouldn't have. I'm sure there must be some bonus rooms you haven't found.
Donkey Kong is staring into my soul. And that's the game. They give you the rundown. They give you the rundown of the cast of characters. It's very cute. Great game. I don't know if at the time they thought, like, this was going to influence the industry in the way it did. Or if they were just trying to make a game. Regardless of what they thought they were doing. A lot of fun. A lot of fun, a lot of heart. Wonderful music. Fun to play. Even though I was kind of griping at times. I think I mentioned this before, but I usually gripe at video games exclusively on stream. Like, if I had been playing this at home, I would not have said anything. And I think it might be because, like, of the need to perform and mention that, oh, I messed up. Oh, when you think that there's an audience watching. So, I'm sorry about that, if I got a little salty. I don't know, it's been a while since I played this game, and I remember being better at it. So I was like, man, I wish I had done better. But we beat it. All in one sitting, too. And I guess that in and of itself, that's something to be proud of. There was a bit of frustration, to be sure. But at the end of the day, we did finish it. And I guess ultimately, it's about getting there. Sometimes it's just about showing up. Well, yeah. The funny thing about like Super Nintendo games is like they're classics and influential on the industry in many regards, but they're also just very short because of the limitations of like their RAM and their data and how much, you know, stuff they can hold on them. Like, I really like Super Castlevania, but I suspect that when we eventually play that game, I was planning on playing that for like a Halloween stream or something, because, you know, ooh, spooky castles and stuff like that. Also, physical abuse. What monkey business? When we get around to playing Castlevania, that's also going to be like a one-stream game, because that game is like, it's very fun, but it's also rather short. I think at that time, though, games were just more difficult, either out of like poor game design or intentionally difficult in order to make it. I think I've said this before, I'm kind of becoming a broken record, where like games at that time were more difficult to make it longer when there wasn't as much game, because if it had been easier, there wouldn't be a whole lot of game to go around. Like, this game is moderately difficult, I think. And because of that, we've beaten it in like, what time is it now? About 4 hours. And, well, that's not super long. That's kind of short. If you expect like an average game to be like 8 to 10 hours, that's about half that length. But assuming you've like this is like 1990 and you're not like really great at games or whatever, and of course you don't have access to save states, which I didn't even use, then it would take a lot longer. But regardless, rather than me talking like a broken record, speaking of which, yeah, that's the stream for today. We did it, we got through the game. I was a little hesitant. I was honestly like, I was wondering if I would be able to beat the entire game on stream. I was wondering if it was gonna be a little too hard, or like, I would be too tired. Like, I started the stream a little, later today, because I was, like, napping. We got through it. And I feel mildly proud. As mildly proud as somebody who spends time playing a, streaming a video game to, like, 3 viewers is. But, to you 3 viewers, happy you came out. Appreciate you being here. And, I'll see you again soon. We'll stream something else. I'm just gonna say soon, because again, I don't like to predict things. I stream on most days. That's my quota right now. Tomorrow is probably, but not assured. So just assume that. Yeah. Okay. I have dog water at outros. I wish I had said more.